Hi learners, how it's going? I'll be explaining some of the instance properties in this video. Let's get some knowledge. Okay, we queried some of the elements in our JavaScript, right? So after querying, every element or every instance have some properties like it has name, values, or the URL and all, right? So let's see what are those and how we can use them, how we can fetch them. First one will be baseURI. It's actually a URI, Uniform Resource Identifier, for identifying any images or SVG images we have in our HTML. I'll take one div element. It has some ID. Okay. I'll be querying that. Document dot query selector. See, if I use base URI, I'll get one URI of that node in a document. Okay. In simple words, if I want to tell, we have a document. We have a HTML document. In that we have one div element. If we query like a.baseURI, the document which contains this node, right, will get that link of the document. Usually by default, this value will be same as Windows location. Okay, there is a browser object model location, right? So that value will be equal to this a.baseURI. That will be a default one. But if you want to change that, we can add one tag called base. In that we can give reference like whatever we can, like JK CoDEVERSE. Okay, now if we query this like a.baseURI, see, we get this HTTPS JK CodeVerse that we gave in a base. This is about without base and with base. Okay, usually there is a document, for that it has a relative reference. Okay, if that document requires absolute reference, absolute URI, we can use this base URI to give a absolute URI. Absolute URI means from the root to the particular element's address, the whole path will be absolute URI. Okay, that's about base URI. And another one is, there is an instance property called isConnected. See, we have one element, we have one paragraph. Okay, we have to check whether that paragraph will be within HTML or not, okay. That's I'm going to check using isConnected property. Let's create one our own element. Okay, document dot create element, instance method we can use to create our element that I explained in my videos. Create element, let's say we created one paragraph element. Okay, I'll check like console.log of whether that a, okay, I created this element that is stored in a. I'll check whether this connected, okay, whether this connected to a HTML. See, it is showing like false because it's not present in HTML, right? But let me see by connecting. How we can connect? I'll simply use append child. I'm just appending this child to a document. There is a body. I'll append to that. Okay, in document, within a body, I'm appending this a and checking whether it is connected. Obviously it should be true, right? So the isConnected instance property will return true if it is connected, or else false. That's it. And let's see two more instance properties, previous sibling and next sibling. Okay, see, we have a div element. Okay, I'll remove this base. We have div element and we have a paragraph. Let's say this is the first paragraph, and there is a div element, and I'll add one more paragraph. Let's say this is the last paragraph. Okay, see, within this body we have one paragraph, div, and another paragraph. These are called children of body, but this p, div, and p, these are siblings to each other, right? These are at the same level in a hierarchy of a tree, right? So these are siblings. Let's see how we can access that. I have to get this first element of a body. So for that, I'll use document.body.firstChild. First element child. Okay. I explained this difference between first child and first element child in my previous videos. Okay. If you are not sure about this, please check my organized playlist for JavaScript, which is specially for web development. I got the, okay, I'll just print and show you what is that. Yeah. Oh, it's showing error. Why? Document.body.firstElementChild. Document is not a function. Okay, I got this, right? Document.body.firstElementChild. It's stored in a. I'm printing that this is a paragraph. I'll quickly show in a console. This is the first paragraph. Okay, so this one. For this, these div and these p are siblings, right? I'll access that. If I print a dot next sibling, okay, this will give a text because there is a space after this. There is a space after this paragraph. So to eliminate that, I'll use next element sibling. See, it will give a div. So it's a next sibling, right? If we don't have a next sibling, it will return a null value. That's it. See, A is a first element. Okay, A is a first element. Then the next sibling will be div. But I'll check the next sibling of that will be paragraph. That's it, right? See, if I reload this, you'll get more clarity. Like this is the last paragraph. So this is the use of next sibling. Let's see previous sibling. Obviously the name tells the previous sibling of our element. See, A don't have a previous sibling. That's why it will give a null. Okay, let's take the div. Okay, document dot get element by id. I'm taking this Tony, this div. Okay, A. If I save A dot previous element sibling, it will be paragraph. I'll reload this. See, this is my first paragraph. So this is how we can use the instance properties. See, there are more instance properties like this, but I'm explaining the most commonly used one. So that's about this video. I'll be explaining more properties, more instance methods in our next videos. If you guys really want to learn JavaScript for web development, I have a well organized playlist for that. Check out my description for the link. Thank you.